Hello, audience. Everyone here today agrees that they are over 16 years of age and they consent to being recorded for my Speech 101 class. Only my instructor and online class will view this recording for educational purposes. State yes.
Yes.
All right, now if everyone could just state their name, age, and relationship.
I'm Adrian Gonzalez. I'm 19, and I'm Julio's friend.
My name's Jasmine. I'm 22. Friend.
My name is Natalia. I'm 21 and I'm Julio's friend.
My name is Bella. I'm 16 and I'm Julio's friend.
My name is Gabriel. I'm 22 and I'm Julio's friend.
My name's
Mike.
Jacob. Sorry.
Go on, keep going.
My name's Jacob. I'm 21 and I'm Julio's friend.
My name is Sebastian. I'm 17, and I'm Julio's friend.
I'm Matt, I'm Julio's friend, and I'm 22.
It was a beautiful day in Central Park, New York City. My girlfriend and I had walked into the park about a mile when we discovered a field house on a hill. The field house was surrounded by tables that contained black and white squares engraved on an 8x8 grid. The only game I associated with black and white squares on that particular grid was checkers. Ecstatic, my partner ran into the field house to borrow game pieces. To my surprise, the game pieces were not simple circles, but instead black and white unique shapes. The game she grabbed was chess. On that beautiful day in Central Park was the first day I learned how to play chess. On that beautiful day, oh, I messed up. All right. From then on, I was hooked. I'd play every other day, research different strategies and techniques, and even learn about the history of the game. The game dates back about 1,500 years. To this day, it is now a popular strategy game that individuals use to strengthen their mind. Chess goes back about 1,500 years. There is no direct age or inventor of the game of chess, but it is one of the many games that was developed from the game Chaturanga. The rules of Chaturanga, similar to chess, is to trap the king, preventing him from making any moves, also known as checkmate. Chaturanga is believed to have originated in the 16th century in India. According to MSN Online Encyclopedia, Chaturanga is Sanskrit for the four arms of an Indian army. These four arms represent elephants, cavalry, chariots, and infantry. This inspired the four pieces in the game. The game originated in northern India and eventually spread to Persia. The game ended up in Europe towards the 15th century. The game Chaturanga was then modified in Europe by changing the pawns from giving them more power and changing the rules of the game, even eventually adding a queen. All these changes developed the game into what it is now known today. Now that we know the background of chess, let's focus on the strategies and methods that actually help you to play the game. Since chess is a game of strategy, you must strategize your every move in order to win the game. So here are some tips and tricks that can prepare you to play your game, which will eventually lead to a win. You must understand every piece and how it moves in order to begin playing. So to begin, the pawn, as shown here, is only allowed to move forward once, except for in the beginning of the game where it can move 2 times. The king, as shown here, can move in any direction only once. The bishop, as shown here, can move diagonally in any direction it wants, either forward or backward. The knight, portrayed right here by the horse, can move in three spaces as long as it's in the shape of an L, as either forward or backwards. And the rook, as shown here, can move forward, backwards, left or right, as far as it wants. And last but not least, the queen right here can move in any direction she wants, as far as she wants. Now that you've understood how every move is to be made, you should start the game by opening your pawns. And in order to open your pawns, you must move them forward as shown here. Opening your pawns essentially means that you move your pieces, the pawns, away from the king or the queen. Once you move your first move, this allows you to move your queen or your knights. Now that is established, you can pay attention to every move. Make sure to take note of every move your opponent makes. Ask yourself why a certain move is made every time they do a certain move, and make sure to try to anticipate their every move. Make sure to not waste time while you're playing. Focus on making moves to get the king right here instead of all the small pawns that are right here. And make sure to lose your pieces wisely. According to the article, Top 10 Tips to Become a Chess Champ by Nancy Shepherdson, they rate the pieces in order of a system of points. The queen is 9 points, the rook is 5 points, the bishop is 3 points, and the knight is 3 points. And then last but not least, the pawn is 1 point. This is important to know for when you have to make sacrifices in the game. Once you master the game of chess, you can reap the mental benefits that the game has to offer. Chess can strengthen the mind by doing things like raising your IQ, exercising your left and right side of the brain, and improving your memory. Chess has the ability to raise your IQ. According to the article, 10 Big Brain Benefits of Playing Chess by Amanda Moritz Saladino, a study in Venezuela was conducted with 4,000 students. The goal was to measure IQ and determine whether chess can play a factor in it or not. They concluded that the students who participated into 4 months of chess produced a significant raise in their IQ scores. Chess also has the ability to exercise both the left and the right side of the brain. According to the study, Mechanisms of Neural Basis of Object and Pattern Recognition, a study with chess experts by Bililich, Merriam Wagner, Robert Erb, Michael Grodd, Wolfgang, and it was conducted to test the brains of individuals. They did this by taking a group of chess novices as well as experts and recorded their reaction times to identifying geometric figures. The results showed that both groups had the same reaction times, but the chess experts used both their left and right side of the brains, as opposed to only one side, as the novices did. So in conclusion, I hope I've enlightened you with the history of chess, the different strategies you can implement in chess, and the game's ability to strengthen and fortify your mind. With this knowledge, you too can follow my girlfriend's footsteps and teach a loved one how to play the wonderful game that I know is chess.